Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. And today we're taking a look at, from the Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force Activators subline. And this is Soundwave and Laserbeak. If you're familiar with the other Combiner Force Activators, Laserbeak is a mini-con that can be used to trigger an attack mode in Soundwave's vehicle mode. So let's start off with Laserbeak. Now, I do want to have full disclosure here. When I first got Laserbeak out of the box, the guns here jammed, and in the course of trying to fix it, I did end up breaking off one of his feet, and I did try gluing it, but really the glue didn't hold. But there's a peg, and really that peg's holding it in place, but I think through the movement of having to, with the auto transformation, that leg might pop off, but it does not affect any of the features of Laserbeak. As you can see, Laserbeak's very nice. It's blue, you have some traces of red here, and mostly black. Transform Laserbeak into its weapons mode, and this is something I would recommend doing, holding it by the wing. You want to go ahead and just pull it out, pull out the back here. That will bring the guns forward. Just want to pull it out as far as it'll go. The guns will go straight. Come underneath. There's a little peg right there in the main body, and there's a tab right where my thumb is that will flip around and peg underneath. Then what you can do is fold the black wing tips in and under, and fold these side wings up. The final step is come under that rear tail section, and there's a little thumb groove, a nail groove, to flip out the grip. So thankfully nothing fell off in that, but Laserbeak makes a very nice laser, double barrel laser. So what we do is we come back here with Soundwave in vehicle mode. There's a hole there at the top. Go ahead and there went the leg. You pop Laserbeak in, and out will spring out some missile launchers. But wait, there's more. Not seen, at least by my eyes, in the previous Activator figures, about Wave 3, there's a third wheel here underneath Soundwave that if you roll them forward, you get a little bit of a back and forth Gatling action. It may not be catching that well on my the base of my display stand, but that is a really cool feature. So we'll pause, and we'll get into the transformation of Soundwave. Like all the other activators, you do not need the mini-con to activate the features. There's little two black buttons that are connected to that hole there. Press them down, and that of course will activate the weapons feature, and they actually need to have that activated for the transformation. Now, starting off, what you want to do is just come in here and pop the front end. You might want to help if you swing down the arms here and just separate the front from the rear. Going back, you have to give it a little bit of a transformation squeeze there. But go ahead, swing the legs out all the way until they snap into place. Go ahead and separate them. That's about as far as the legs will go. And just like that, you have the legs of Soundwave done. I'm going to bring the figure up the camera up ever so slightly so we can continue. And then what you want to do is fold this section up. You'll notice that little black bar, and what you want to basically do now is collapse this down so it will snap into place just like that. You basically have formed the chest. Go ahead, swing the arms down, and then what you want to do is, it's a very slight thing, but you want to shift the arms out and up. It should be like a slightly audible click. One side on mine is a little bit louder, and then go ahead and snap the head into place, and the head does rotate. And there you have Soundwave in its robot mode. Articulation, basically you do have the forward arm bend, and you can swivel the arms out to the side, but really it's not much. Remember, the legs do lock into place, so you don't have that knee bend, and I'm sure it helps support the backpack. The third wheel, by the way, is accessible, so you can, if you want, just roll it a little. I don't know if this is an intended feature, but it's nice to see that it's there. But you can also manually adjust the guns. Now, with Laserbeak, in its weapons mode, you do have a few options. You can peg it into the side of the arm, hold it in the fist, or the hole that was the activation gimmick is still available, and you can go ahead and plug Laserbeak up on top. That's a little silly. I usually like to give Laserbeak as a weapon handgun to Soundwave. Just like that. Easy peasy. Oop. And I unfortunately detached the leg again. Gonna have to get some Gorilla Glue to fix that, but as you can see, it really doesn't affect any of the transformation of Laserbeak or any of its play features. So, we'll just pause here, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Jumping from Wave 1 to now, there really is a marked improvement in the Activator figures. In Soundwave's case, the weapon feature really isn't that intrusive. It's not overly crazy, it doesn't get in the way of things, and it's actually barely noticeable to some point. I'm very curious to see what its Wave-mate Optimus Prime offers. I was able to pick this figure up in Target, which was very lucky of me. I happened to be in the area of a Target, and so yeah, definitely if you are looking for these figures, they are quite fun. They make for suitable desk toys. Or they're great for smaller kids, and you know, it's nice that we're getting you know, a selection of Soundwaves across the board. We have the Warrior, the Hyper Change, and now the Activator. So, it's your old pal Chuck for Soundwave and Laserbeak. We will see you next time.